Hey soul family, welcome back to the channel. This is the White Feather Tarot, and in today's reading we're taking a look at your November 2025 predictions. To do this reading, these are the 4 piles that you will be choosing from. I'll zoom you in a moment, but I just want you to know, if you prefer to pick your piles using your zodiac signs, you will find a timestamp for that down in the description box, which will take you straight to the part of the introduction where we shuffle your signs and find out in which of the piles they'll fall under. Also, if you prefer for Spirit to pick your pile, this is also an option, and you will find a timestamp for that as well down in the description box. Otherwise, let me zoom you in and introduce each pile to you. So for pile number 1, this is from the left to the right. This is your Page of Pentacles, and your crystal is the beautiful Chrysocolla. For pile number 2, this is your Page of Pentacles, and your crystal is the beautiful blue spot Jasper. For pile number 3, this is your Page of Pentacles, and your crystal is the Bumblebee Jasper. And for pile number 4, this is your Page of Pentacles, and your crystal is the beautiful rainbow Aura Quartz. So take a look at which one of these 4 piles you're the most drawn to, and this will be the pile for you here today. In case you feel drawn to more than one pile, maybe even all of the piles, as I always advise you guys, please follow your intuition. It's meant to make you hear listen to the messages that are meant to reach you right now regarding your month of November 2025. And once you're ready, you'll find the timestamps down in the description box, which will take you straight to your reading. And please note that in a moment, I will be assigning different zodiac signs to each pile. And so if this is something that you're interested in, please stick around. If not, please pause the video and take as much time as you need. But if you prefer to pick your piles using your zodiac signs, then my dear soul family, welcome. This part of the introduction has been created specifically for you so that you can do just that. And in a moment after the shuffling, I will be drawing out 3 signs for each pile. All right, so let's get straight into it. 1, 2, and 3. 1, 2, and 3. 1, 2, and 3. And finally, 1, 2, and 3. Let's see what we have for each pile. Right, so for pile number 1, your signs are Libra, Cancer, as well as Sagittarius. For pile number 2, your signs are Gemini, Leo, as well as Capricorn. For pile number 3, your signs are Aquarius, Pisces, as well as Taurus. And for pile number 4, your signs are Scorpio, Aries, as well as Virgo. So take a look at, my apologies. Please feel free to pick your pile using your sun, moon, or rising. I highly recommend you check out the 3. Alternatively, if you prefer to pick your pile using another placement in your chart, please feel free to do that. And once you're ready, you'll find the timestamps down in the description box, which will take you straight to your readings. And please note that in the next section, Spirit will be picking your pile for you. If this is something you're interested in, please stick around. If not, please pause the video and take as much time as you need. But if you prefer for Spirit to pick your pile, as mentioned, welcome. This part of the introduction has been created specifically for you. And as you may know, what I like to do is assign a different tarot card to each pile based on the numerology of the major arcana. And so the magician will be presenting pile number 1, the high priestess, pile number 2, the empress, pile number 3, and the emperor, pile number 4. And what I simply like to do is shuffle the cards around until one of them pulls my attention. And that happens by pulling a card from the other side or passing on a card to the other side. So what was I supposed to do? I was supposed to take this card, but I took this one with it, which means that this is the chosen pile. All right, so my dear soul family, your chosen pile by Spirit for today's reading is pile number 1. All right, these were the different ways in which you can pick your pile in today's reading. I truly hope that you've enjoyed them and that they brought you the clarity that you need to find your pile. And once you're ready, you'll find the timestamps down in the description box, which will take you straight to readings. And I will see you shortly. Hi, pile number 1. Welcome to your reading. Today, we're taking a look at your November 2025 predictions. Can't wait to get into it. As always, these are the decks that I'll be using. If you're interested in knowing the names of any of them, you'll find that I always list them below for you guys. But very quickly, also this one is standing out, so I'm going to take it. Let me introduce your pile to you. Your crystal is the beautiful Chrysocolla. And if you've picked your pile using your zodiac signs, then in that case, the signs for this pile are Libra, Cancer, as well as Gemini. Welcome to your reading. If these are not your signs, please don't worry about it. It's just another way for others to pick their piles as well. Okay, and as you know, each month in the monthly readings, I cast runes on this empty chart of astrological houses to find the accurate energies and details of what you can expect in your month. All right, I did say I was going to swap this around. In the next reading, I'm going to do that. And let's go. 1, 2, and 3. Wonderful. So we've got the Manaz rune in the 11th house. We've got the Peroth rune in the 12th house. We've got the Wunya rune in the 2nd house. Do I have great news for you? and mainly in the 5th house, but there's a little bit towards the 6th house. You've got the Fehu rune. Guys, you're gonna love your reading this month. This is your month, like 11-11. 1-1-1-1. Okay, let me take this out and I'll be back. Okay, let's place that right there and take a look at your oracle cards. So, I feel this one. I'm going to start off with this one. You've got Win the Heart. Interesting. That's your first card. You've got Mars in Scorpio with Revenge, right? You've got Unbreakable. I was just reading Broken Hearts and I was like, that's catching my eye. And then you've got Unbreakable. So the keywords here are inner toughness, enduring hardship, strength through adversity, as well as nothing can break me. Wow. Pretty strong cards for sure. I don't think I can fit anything here. Nah, let's not do that. Which means we've got plenty of space for your crystal. cash inflow. Didn't I tell you guys? Would you? In the second house, boy, do I have some amazing news for you. So you've got the Enneagram cash inflow under the category of happy event. And the keywords are financial support, sponsor, patron, donation, good sale, inheritance, generous benefactor. You've got great news this month in this front. You've got the card precision under the category of talent. What's talent in the houses? The fifth house, and we do have energy in the fifth house. Right, so the keywords here are professional conscience, professional ethics, reliability, work quality, thoroughness, organizational skills. Yeah, amazing. Let's take a look at your tarot cards now. This way we have the full picture of your month. Didn't I put it in the corner? Maybe I moved it. Oh yeah, we were talking about the bliss here. All right, so what can pile number 1 expect in their month of November, please, 2025? What can pile number 1 expect in their month of November 2025, please? Wonderful. So you've got the card, the Tower card. So massive changes this month. Massive changes. Just as, you know what it almost reminds me of looking at all of this? It's kind of like a shake-up happening to a tree for the fruits to fall. That's kind of what I'm seeing here. You definitely have a Tower moment, but I would 100% say, looking at your runes, looking at your cards, that it's a shake-up that's not here to shock you, but with the revenge card as well being present in your reading, there's something about this is a shake-up for you and not a shake-up against you. You're just collecting the fruits of it all. All right, so you've got the High Priestess. Yes, you've got the Parathroon in the 12th house. Something fated is happening this month. Like this is the month, the year, the time where this fated event is meant to happen for you. Okay, let's take a look at the rest of your cards. Sorry, I'm just pausing because there's a mosquito that really was awful yesterday evening, or the evening actually before yesterday. Okay, so you've got the King of Pentacles. I was just shocked to see how much, because I was covering myself and the only thing left was my hand because I can hear it go. Anyways, TMI. King of Pentacles. All right, King of Pentacles. King of Pentacles for sure. I'm just trying to create space for one more card. King of Pentacles for sure. And you've got the Three of Cups. Okay, where do we begin? So the Manaz rune is a rune of like, what's the word called? Loyalty, interdependence. Connection, interdependence. And the funny thing is that it's falling in the 11th house. In the 11th house. So it looks like this month you are connecting with people that you really like. And I say really like because the 11th house, as you know, is like-minded people, friendship. So there's a lot of connections happening this month. In fact, you have Win the Heart. So I'm not seeing any activity in the 7th house, but we're going to leave it open and see what everything tells us. But so far, the aspect that I am picking up on is that you're going to find yourself connecting with a lot of people that you really like. That's the Three of Cups. You're going to enjoy your connection with them. Perhaps they're going to win your heart, or maybe you're going to win their hearts, which could be more likely, or maybe win each other's hearts, right? So there's a lot of connections going on this month. You're connecting with others. You're really enjoying that aspect. So that's pretty strong in your month of November. As I told you, with the Peroth rune in the 12th house, Peroth is the rune of fate. So there's something fated. It's in the North Node in the 12th house. Something that is meant to happen. Fated in the 12th house, like in your path, in your spiritual path, aligned with your spiritual path. Wow, talk about fated. So the cards aren't giving us much about it, but it's here to tell you it's now. Whatever this is going to be, it's now, it's time. Maybe your soul even came in this lifetime to experience something and it's about to start now. Let's pull out some cards and see what you are allowed to know when it comes to this fated event. So what is pile number 1 allowed to know? Because the High Priestess is secrecy, a lot of secrecy. The fated card could have been justice, you know, the Justice card. But seeing it with the High Priestess, I feel like you're meant to experience it. You're not meant to know much about it. And these will just explain what you are meant to know about. So you've got the Hermit. Wow, look at you going somewhere. The 10 of Swords. The Justice, we were just talking about you. It is fated. And you've got the Queen of Swords. So there's something about all of the pains that you've gone through all of your life is culminating to a point this month where it's finally going to end and benefit you in a massive way. You will find that a lot of the things, if not all of the painful things that you have gone through all of your life, are going to make absolute sense this month. You're in a spiritual sense, of course, or maybe even in other aspects, but you're going to tell yourself, I get it. I get why I've gone through all of these pains all of my life. It was to prepare me for this moment. I see that once you are alerted with something and you find out about something that you're currently not seeing at all, you're going to have a lot of plans with the Queen of Swords. I see you going, right, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that, I'm going to prepare for this like this, I'm going to take care of that. And you're suddenly so motivated, so disciplined. You've got a vision, you've got a plan, you know what you're going to do, because something fated is going to show up. What it is, it's not going to tell us what it is in your reading. You're meant to experience it. But you're going to be so ready. And it's like I told you, it's all going to make sense. You're going to tell yourself, oh my God, everything that I've gone to up to this moment just makes sense. I get why I've gone through this pain. I get why I've gone through this peculiar path. I get why this didn't happen for me earlier. I get why I had to endure this. I get why all of these weird aspects or these different aspects played out in my life the way that it did. I just get it. And your path, your old path ends right there in November. And you're like looking forward to that new bright beginning, that fated one, where everything that ever happened is all in the past now. And you're like, gosh, it's all gonna start now, isn't it? So that's that message I channeled as I looked at the cards for you. It just came flowing in my mind. And so I trust you should have heard it the way that you have. Okay, so something big is fated, and it might even be the biggest thing that you were meant to hear in this month. Not to say that the others aren't amazing, but yeah, even if the other things you're about to hear are amazing, the month of November will turn out to be for you like centered around this event. If you remember November of 2025, you're gonna go, although there's a lot of wealth, there's a lot of amazing things, but what will you remember at the end of the day? You will remember this fated event. Okay, so is this fated event connected to the Tower and the Revenge card here? Yes or no? Yes. Cool. And it's even related to the wealth you're about to have, which let's address the elephant in the room. Boy, are you going to be filthy rich this month. It's going to differ, of course, from each one listening to the reading to another, but there is a lot of money coming in for you in the month of November for this pile. So what's going on with regards to the wealth here? Because you've got the Wunyu rune, it's the rune of bliss, falling in the second house, the house of wealth. Ooh, this is looking amazing. You're going to be lucky in two fronts this month, other than that fated event, of course, and your connections with others. Where do we begin with you? But I mean to say, there are two highlights here when it comes to bliss. Because you've got the Fehu rune, needs no introduction, of course, I'm sure you know, it's the rune of abundance that's falling a little bit in the sixth house as well, and the second house. And if we look at what's common between the two, that is health and the body, right? Body, health. So what I want to tell you is that this month you're going to be super blessed and abundant in wealth, particularly money, and in terms of your body and your health. So that's wonderful, like wonderful to see for you. And it seems like you're also going to be abundant in your creativity, creative ideas, because the Fehu rune is falling in the fifth house, which is the house of creativity and having fun, the house of inner child. So yeah, it looks like they are connected because the Empress said yes. That was the yes card. And the Empress has all of these aspects related to it. So they're definitely all related together. Empress is what? Abundance, creativity, health, and beauty. So yeah, you're super blessed in all of these aspects this month. Let's take a look at the details. You've got the King of Pentacles here, which definitely describes how abundant you're going to be. Again, Pentacles are body and wealth. So yeah, totally abundant in these two aspects this month. The High Priestess represents that fated event, the Three of Cups, the connections that you're going to have. And then we get to the Tower moment. Let's get into the nitty-gritty of it all. That story of the Tower moment. We're not going to be able to know everything, like I told you, because of the High Priestess, but let's get as much information as we can. First of all, let's dissect them so that we know where we're allowed to know, where we're not allowed to know. I'm sure you're allowed to know on the front of the wealth, so let's find out what's going on with your wealth, creativity, health as well. Right, so you've got the Six of Pentacles being given generously this month. God. The Ten of Pentacles, your path is full of wealth, and it begins, doesn't it remind you of the Hermit? It begins this month. My God, I'm so curious. Right, so you've got the Devil card. You've got the Empress. Hello, it's here because it's your month. It's your Empress month. Empress is 3111. So perhaps even right from the very beginning of the month. Wow. So what are we looking at? What are we looking at? Actually, the Devil card here could be talking about the revenge that we're looking at. So what is that saying? I don't know what the story is here. I'm sure it's going to differ from each one listening to this pile to the other, but it looks like there is almost a reversal of something. Perhaps someone took an opportunity from you before, maybe was standing in your path, benefiting from something that you were supposed to benefit from. And it looks like this situation is reversing this month to your favor. And it's not leaving without a Tower moment. We don't know what this Tower moment is, but with the Unbreakable card, we do see that this Tower moment is to your favor. I feel like something maybe karmic, I heard karmic perhaps, is going to happen this month. And this shakeup will result, like I always told you, to a lot of money falling onto you generously. Yeah, I feel like the healing with the Empress, the healing of the very thing that withheld money from you. So that could be energy for some of you. That could be someone trying to withhold an opportunity from you, right? That could be a habit that used to withhold money from you. It could be really anything, this Devil card. It could be bad energy surrounding you, bad karmic energy, maybe a spell, maybe someone withholding an opportunity or withholding money from you, your rights from you. It could be someone toxic that you will get revenge from and hence get your money. But as you can see, it's around this theme for you this month. And you will not just be getting just a little bit of money, you will be making money in abundance. 6 of Pentacles, 10 of Pentacles, the Empress. This is way, way, way more than you think and expect. This is the beginning of that path next month. Looking great. Are we allowed to know more information regarding this Tower card? Let's see. Are we allowed to get more information regarding this particular Tower card? A little bit with the Knight of Pentacles. You're allowed to know a little bit. Okay, so what are you allowed to know? 10 of Wands. You're barely gonna know anything, right, with the 10 of Wands, but 7 of Pentacles and the 3 of Wands. Heavy. 10 of Wands is heaviness. All you are allowed to know for now, the little bit you're allowed to know, which is a slither of the whole story, is that there's something that was causing a lot of heaviness and thus slowness in you getting your money. That could be energy. That could be like all of the other things we said. It was heavy, and this heaviness is simply just gonna go all tumbling down, and thus things are gonna flow with the 3 of Wands easily. That's about as much as you're allowed to know with this fated event. But my dear, November is a few days away. You'll find out everything in due time. All right, what is left? Let's talk about the creativity, the Fehu rune in the 5th and the 6th house. First of all, before we look at the creativity, because I feel like it's a little bit of... No, they're all connected with the Empress. My apologies. Let's take a look first at your health, right? We did explore the wealth. Let's explore the health, which is a big aspect here in your reading. What can you expect with regards to that in the month of November? Wow, judgment, awareness. So there's something about your mind with the judgment. You're just gonna feel like maybe yourself again. You're gonna feel super alert. You're gonna feel awake. You're gonna feel, yeah, that could be awake, you know. Perhaps your health is gonna be so good. Like an idea that I'm getting with all of the conversation around a parasite cleanse. I'm not an expert, as I always say, but always consult an expert. But the detox of it all allows for your pineal gland to be cleared. Maybe that's something you're doing, or maybe you're just meditating and there's like better health in your pineal gland. I don't know, there's just something about your refreshment, you feeling healthy, your mind being healthy, you feel alert, awoken in a good way. Alert as in like not worried, but you know what I mean, like you just feel fresh, you feel alert, right? Aware of your environment, kind of like that. Which is amazing. You've got the 9 of Pentacles. If you had particular dreams regarding your health recently, like you were saying, oh, I wish this would heal, or I wish I would look my best, or I wish this, I wish that. With the Nine of Pentacles, it shows that this month you're really going to be happy because you're going to see many, if not all, of your health dreams starting to manifest or becoming true for you, because that's the Nine of Pentacles. So your mind's fresh, your wishes regarding your health are coming true. Two of Cups, it's giving you back. There's a nice relationship between you and your body, if we can say that, where like you give it what it needs and it gives you back what you need. So you take care of it, it takes care of you. It gives you energy, it gives you great looks, vibrancy, great mental clarity, and so on. So yeah, it's like I get the idea with the Two of Cups that your body's just working so well. Lovely, lovely, lovely. I love seeing that for you. So abundance and health for sure as well. Wonderful. And now it's all clear. Let's take a look at this creativity, because that's a big aspect in your reading this month. This talent, this abundance in the 5th house. What is going on? It looks like this month you're really having a lot of fun doing something that puts you in that creative energy, puts you in the flow. So what's going on with that? Wow, 10 of Cups. If I tell you you're going to have a lot of fun, it's an understatement. 10 of Cups is you feel elated. You're having the best time of your life this month. You're so in the flow doing something that you enjoy. So what is that? 6 of Cups. It's something that you've always enjoyed doing since childhood with the 6 of Cups. Your inner child is flourishing. Your inner child is out. It's playing. It knows what it's doing. Yeah, like how much can I say it? You're really going to be having a lot of fun. But let's try to get more clues. 3 of Pentacles. It looks like it's in your work. Whoa. Now that is lucky. So in the month of November, I see you working. Maybe you're going to start working in something that you enjoy doing. Maybe you're already doing that. And this is a month where you're going to have a lot of fun. Yeah, it looks like it's in your work. I almost feel with the wall here that there's something that has been blocking you from you enjoying that aspect. And it looks like with the Tower, this is going to come down this month, allowing you to fully immerse in what you love, what your inner child loves. You're going to forget about time. You're going to forget about money. You're going to forget about everything. This is what you love doing. So any clues on what this is going to be, please? For pile number 1? Page of Cups. You know, I look at this cup and I instantly remember the enjoyment that I have drinking coffee. So in that way, again have to say, especially with the Page of Cups, which is all about play, I must say that you're just going to be, it keeps saying the same thing. You're just going to truly enjoy what you're doing this month. What can I say? I don't have any particular like marker on what this could be, except for the fact that you always enjoyed it as a little kid. The cups, you're gonna eat it up. You're really gonna be in the flow, immersed in this whole thing. What can I tell you? You're really going to enjoy something this month. And it does look to me like it's super connected with your money. It could be. And maybe you're just going to have a lot of money allowing you to begin doing what you love. Or maybe you're going to decide to do what you love and that brings you a lot of money. Or maybe it's in your work. You take on a project that just allows you to enjoy what you always loved. There's something very strong about that this month. And perhaps this is connected to what's fated here. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe this is going to make you think, my God, this is my path. Perhaps, I don't know. You guys are going to have to tell me. I love when you guys come back and tell me. I really enjoy that. And I hope you do tell me. what this is going to be this month for you. Right, last but not least, we want to take a look at your community here, or your group of friends. What is this going to be? You're so connected this month with others, and you are enjoying this connection. There's a give and take connection with the Manaz rune this month. So what's going on with the Three of Cups and the Manaz rune in the 11th house, please? You've got the Eight of Wands, a lot of communication this month, like back and forth, exactly. Back and forth communication this month. It's flowing. The Moon. I want to say emotional. Maybe with Win the Heart, it's emotional because you're really enjoying each other's company. So it's very emotional communication, like I love calling you. Oh, I love calling you too. I love you guys. We all love hanging out together. Something like that. Don't we just love when we hang out? We should hang out all the time. Nine of Swords. Oh, that's deeper. And Temperance. Okay, so it looks to me, actually, I'm just going to adjust this a little bit, that these people, yeah, that's why you had broken hearts and unbreakable as well. With Win the Heart, when this card first came out, I was like, why does it have broken hearts here? Why is it grabbing my attention? It looks like there's another aspect here when it comes to a group of people that broke your heart, or maybe you broke their hearts before. And it looks like you guys are settling everything, putting everything in the past, crying it out, communicating back and forth about the things that hurt you in order to heal them. There's massive healing with the Temperance card this month. You're sharing openly your emotions that you've kept for a long time in the past. Open communication, nothing is left unsaid with the Eight of Wands. She's saying everything. I was hurt because of this. I'm so sorry about that, but I did this because you did that. Yeah, well, I did that because you did this. And there's a lot of open communication, and it's very, very, very healing. Super connected, super open-minded with the 11th house. And it's really allowing you guys to genuinely be able to put everything behind you and face each other and begin anew. This time, you're not carrying anything because you're allowing for everything to be talked about, to be discussed in the open and the clear. Nothing is to be left unsaid. And it's going to be very healing for the two, the three, all of you, depending on how this resonates. But this is a month where you're really making up with someone, you and other people, and discussing things openly and rekindling your love together. So that's definitely there in the cards. And my dear pile number one, this is all that I see when it comes to your month of November. There are a lot of many energies at play, but something massive is working in your favor. Please do tell once you know. I love reading your comments and finding out what the cards were trying to say all along. Thank you so much, guys, for tuning into your reading. If you've enjoyed it, please give me a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel so that you never miss a reading that I upload. And my dear pile number one, I'll catch you in the next reading. Bye. Hi, pile number two. Welcome to your reading. As you know, today we're taking a look at your November 2025 predictions. And these are the decks that I'll be using for your reading today. If you're interested in knowing the names of any of them, you'll find that I always list them below for you guys. But thanks. Very quickly, let me introduce your pile to you. Your crystal is the beautiful blue dot Jasper. This one moved. I'm going to take it. And if you've picked your pile using your zodiac signs, then in that case, the signs for this pile are Gemini, Leo, as well as Capricorn. Welcome to your reading. If these are not your signs, please don't worry about it. it's just another way for others to pick their pals as well. Okay, let's get straight into it. As you know, in the monthly readings, I always cast some runes onto an empty astrological chart of houses. So let's get straight into this. This way we get an accurate reading of what to expect in your month of November. Whoa. We'll see which rune that was, because that came with a big bang for sure. I guess I gotta be careful with this one moving forward. Right, so my dear pile number 2, you have, wow, you've got a lot. Let's take out the ones that didn't make it to the chart. There we go. And see what you have. Between the first and the second house, you've got the Isa rune. Between the second and the third, you've got the Wunyo rune. Wow, amazing. You know, the first pile, they got the Wunyo rune in the second house. I don't know what's going on this month, but that's amazing. If you want to check out pile number 1, in that case, I highly recommend it. Between the 5th and the 6th house, you've got the rune, the Manaz rune. And in the 6th house, you've got the Kenaz rune. In the 8th house, you've got the Hagalaz rune. Oh my God, there's a massive transformation happening in your month. Amazing. Okay, let's place that right there. And take a look at your oracle cards first. Oh, there's a rune. Let me pick up the rune that fell. There we go. And it was the Thurisaz rune. So there's a general energy of the Thurisaz rune. All right, let's take a look at your oracle cards. So you've got safe space. Amazing. I'm happy to see that, because with the Hagalaz and the Thurisaz, there's definitely something powerful. But it's saying for you, it's okay. It's safe. You're safe. Don't worry about it. All right. So the keywords here are emotional sanctuary, comfortable solitude, protected vulnerability. Here I am safe. Love to see that for you. Which could mean that all of the Thurisaz and the Hagalaz rune, this massive transformation, seems to be outside of you. It's not something that is particularly happening in your life per se, but it could be something that is happening in your environment maybe, and your cards are saying don't even worry about it, you're safe. Okay, wonderful to see. You've got toxic love, and the keywords here are pain disguised as passion, addictive patterns, harmful attachment, as well as can't live without. Okay, you've got mistaken identity. Because you're doing some deep dive in 2 areas this month, as well as who you are as a person. I think you're finding out more about yourself with the Isa rune in the first house. But anyways, you've got the Enneagram lack of ideas under the category of difficult event. And the keywords are being out of inspiration, unimaginative, tiredness, inner void, creative blockage, as well as blank page syndrome. You've got the card Moon in Sagittarius with optimism. That's wonderful. And you've got the card Mercury in Aquarius with originality. So it looks like first, like at the beginning of the month, or maybe this is something that you're complaining about, that you don't have ideas maybe for a creative project or something. And this is the month where you're going to get this original idea. Amazing. We'll find out more about this, but let's finally take a look at your tarot cards to complete the picture and find out what you can expect this month. Okay, so what can pile number 2 expect in their month of November, please? So this was your card. You've got the Page of Pentacles. Right. There's something new this month, it seems. The Star card. Wow, Ace of Swords. Honor is coming to you. So what's going on? Wrongfully accused. Okay. Let's be patient. But it's definitely showing us something here. I'm going to pull out more cards in a moment. This is not the full reading. But I just want to take a moment to see how these cards and how the runes are playing together in your reading, because there's a lot of things here. So with the cleansing of the body here, we did talk about the body. I will say the same thing to you. As I said in pile number 1, you've got a lot of activity in the 6th house and the 2nd, which both aspects have to do with health in common. So there's cleansing of the body this month. Like the light is coming in with 6th house. I feel like perhaps with the 6th house, your routines, there's something that you are consistently doing to take care of your health. I see the lights coming in, like your body's starting to heal. Maybe you're even using light to heal your body. Who knows? Yeah, maybe some of you are doing that. Wow. So in any case, I feel like your body is healing this month, and you're going to be very blessed with that because you've got the Wunya rune in the 2nd house. So you'll definitely see like a massive detox. Your body's releasing all the toxins, and you're going to see massive scale healing this month when it comes to your body. And that Page of Pentacles, I think both of them are talking about money and health, because that's the 2nd house. Money and health, work and health, both aspects are there. So let's finish off the health aspect first, because the wealth is also mimicking the same thing, same type of energy. So this month there is a cleanse, as we said, and it looks like with the Hanged Man being now upright, there's something that your body maybe was holding on to, or there was something that was not going right, whether you can see it or not, or maybe you were fully aware of it, or maybe with the Hanged Man, you couldn't move as before, something was stuck, anything like that. And it's reversing this month. It's coming back to normal. You feel like you're feeling light on your feet again. You're feeling strong. You're feeling like something is reversed. And the toxin, it's being cleared and healing. The Star card is the card of healing. Massive healing this month when it comes to your body. And you're finding with the Ace of Swords, your clarity, your mental clarity back again. Lovely news. You're going to feel a lot of bliss in that regard this month. In fact, putting the mistaken identity aside, which we will read, but there's something regarding your mind here. I feel like your hair is going to be thicker this month, your beard. There's something about you noticing your health coming back, a reversal. Maybe you had a lot of white hair, and you're going to notice that you're getting your hair color back. I don't know. But all I'm trying to say, that there is the aspect of looking younger this month. You're noticing, oh my God, I look fresher. I look younger. I feel more alert. I feel stronger. So yeah, this part was exactly like in pile number 1 as well. So that energy keeps repeating itself. Maybe there's something going on astrologically. Who knows? But in any case, yeah, wasn't there was Virgo and Venus recently. I don't know if it's still there, but I bet you, I'm not an astrologer, this is definitely what it could mean. Like taking consistent effort to take care of one's health, perhaps. That is definitely something I'm seeing in the first pile and the 2nd pile. Now, when it comes to your wealth, you're also going to be blessed because you have the Wunya rune in the 2nd house. it looks like you're going to be blessed in finances due to a lot of communication. By the way, in terms of health, maybe you're using sound healing because the third house in connection to the second house. So that could be an aspect. But in any case, in terms of your wealth this month, it looks like you're going to be making a lot of money with communication. Like maybe you're in sales, you're going to be selling a lot. Maybe this is marketing, you're going to be marketing something and getting a lot of wealth. Maybe you're going to be presenting yourself well when you go to interviews, or maybe you're going to present your work well, and as a result you will be offered a great contract to sign, maybe with the Ace of Swords. In all cases, it's coming because of communication. You're doing some great communication that's going to be blissful to others and to yourself, and it's going to lead to you making wealth. Now, looking at your pile, it looks like you're doing something creative here. So if I were to connect everything now, it looks like this month you are gonna have creative ideas, as opposed to before when you really didn't know what to do with the difficult event here, the lack of ideas. Like maybe you're a writer, or you work in any creative field, maybe you're an artist, and you're like, I just don't know what to do. And it looks like this month is gonna be a very positive month for you, because you're getting a brilliant idea, or your creativity you're in the flow. And yeah, these two were connected. You're in the flow, and just like the horse with the Manaz rune also in the 5th house is just running and running and running. You're in the flow is what I'm trying to say. And you're consistent with it, with the 6th house. You're consistent with it. You're consistent. You're in the flow. You're enlightened with a lot of brilliant idea. That's the Kanaz rune. And you continue to get that creativity every single day. And you're also reversing that block, that creative block that you had. And you're very excited. You're having a lot of fun for sure with the 5th house. But that is directly resulting this month with the Wunya rune in the 2nd house to a lot of wealth. Perhaps here you are going to sign a contract with the Ace of Swords. You're going to be offered something and you're going to sign a contract. Maybe this leads to a new beginning. It doesn't have to be a contract, but it could be a new official beginning with the Ace of Swords. Yeah, it's either a contract or an official, it marks an official beginning of you being able, with the Page of Pentacles upright, unblocking the financial situation and being able to make a lot of money moving ahead and moving on. And this is all because you're figuring something out. That's why you also have the Isa rune in the 2nd house, which is all about digging. And that's the Hanged Man, by the way, digging until you find the treasure. That's the Isa rune. So I feel like in the beginning of the month, you're like in that energy of a block of idea. You genuinely don't know what to do. You dig, try to find something until wham, you get that idea. You get an original idea. It gets you excited and you are working super hard trying to make it happen. Maybe you're consistent with it. You also are enlightened every day. You get this creative aspect every day. You're having fun with it. There's a fun aspect in it all. And it leads, as the cards are showing, to you to a new faithful beginning with the Ace of Swords. It stays there for you. So that's the figuring out in the 2nd house. Now, when it comes to the Isa rune, there's more figuring out, because these are all the amazing and positive aspects of your month of November. I'm not going to say that what I'm about to say is the not so positive aspect, because the reading is promising that you're safe. But it does look to me like there's massive transformations all around you in this month. With the Hagalaz rune in the 8th house, it seems like there's a shakeup with the Hagalaz rune. There's a shakeup going on. And perhaps it's the shake up is initially gonna make you go, oh my God, what's going on? What's happening? What's this change? You know, the Hagalaz rune is change. Massive changes that put you on alert, going, oh my God, what's going on? What are these changes? Am I safe? Am I okay? And the cards are instantly saying, don't worry about it. When it comes to you, you're absolutely safe. You know, consider it as outside news. Don't even worry about it. Now, the Thurisaz rune, which was the main, like, it did come with a bang, didn't it? It fell right off the bat. So the Thurisaz rune is all about, it's kind of the same energy. It's destruction. It's, you know, some form of disruption going on. So it tells me that there's something on the outside, but you're in that safe space. Something on the outside, like maybe a lot of things are happening in your company, let's say, of people going, oh, we're going to have to let some people go. I'm not saying that's going to be the situation at all. This is, of course, just an example. And you're like, hey, what's going on? Will I be let go of? And your manager even laughs at you and says, how can we even let go of you, even if we wanted to? So something like that. And I hope this never happens to anyone. Or maybe the shakeup is like, oops, something natural happening. Like you hear in the news, there's going to be a lot of wind. There's a, I don't want to say, like, it's not a blizzard, obviously, we're in, but maybe you in the southern hemisphere. Anyways, it's not the season either case for blizzards, but it looks like you are maybe going to hear about massive winds or something, and you're like, oh my God, is that gonna affect me? And you hear like you're in the safe zone, nothing's gonna happen in your area. Maybe it happens in an area where there isn't anyone living, you know? In any case, what I am trying to say is that you will be hearing about massive changes and maybe even disruptions happening on the outside, maybe even in the news, and you're a bit worried, will it happen to me? And your reading is saying it's not even gonna come near you. But there are massive changes to come, for sure. There are massive changes happening. Who knows? It might even affect you in a positive way. But coming to an important part of your reading, it does look to me like there is something pertaining to a relationship in your life that is going to push you this month to look deep within. Ask yourself some important questions and find clarity. Things like, is this right for me? Am I sacrificing myself? Or am I giving without taking? Am I not respecting myself? I did say honor will come to you here. So am I giving? Am I disrespecting myself? What else with toxic love? Am I with the wrong person and not allowing the right person to come in? I don't know. But there are deep questions that are happening this month, and you're finding and discovering out a lot about yourself, first and foremost. And more so about yourself rather than the person. And you're realizing, I've misidentified myself. Maybe that's not what I like. Maybe that's not what I want. Maybe that's not what's important for me. Maybe that's not who I am. What I am is a strong person. Why am I allowing this? And so there's some important communication that is happening this month. Could it mean that there's something toxic between you and someone that you're realizing this month? You're realizing maybe that there's got to be some boundaries and you're going to have that important conversation. It doesn't mean that you're going to leave that person necessarily, but you're realizing your worth and you're realizing that that shouldn't happen. Or maybe you're going to change everything because you're realizing that this is not right. Maybe this toxic relationship could be, for some of you, even between you and yourself, seeing the first house here. Like, perhaps I am not that person that I'm bullying. Maybe I should be kinder to myself. In any case, there is an important relationship that is highlighted in your month of November. So let's get more information with regards to that. Wow, so you've got the Hermit, and we see the charity being hurt. It's almost like there's a pause here because you're realizing that this is becoming too painful. You're hermiting. So if this is a relationship with yourself, the Hermit means you're going within to think about things. But if this is like a relationship with someone else, then this simply means that it's almost like the last straw that broke the camel's back, but it's not a straw, it's like a real hit. And you're like, no, this hurts. This can't go on with the charity. And I see you hermiting yourself, going, no, I need to think about this. That's the going inwards. There we go. You've got the Hanged Man. You're going inwards and healing within before you come out. Maybe you're realizing, that's another probability that I didn't think about. Maybe you're realizing that you are acting in a way that could be toxic to someone who's dear to you without you meaning to. Like perhaps someone gets hurt and says, this is really hurting me. And you think to yourself, my God, I am hurting my loved ones with what I need to heal. So I feel like you're taking a few steps back, looking within you, thinking, it looks like I'm not just hurting myself, I'm hurting others, and I need to really heal this and think about this. So either this or that. In both cases, you're taking a few steps back and you're looking within to heal something. You're taking something seriously. Ace of Pentacles. I have great news for you. It would be cartoonish to tell you that you look within and you come out with an actual solid solution this month, but this is what your cards are saying. So maybe it's not so cartoonish after all. I mean, healing doesn't always have to take a long time. Sometimes a realization could change everything. So perhaps that's the thing here. And you've got the King of Pentacles. There you go, holding the realization and manifesting and something becoming solid with the King of Pentacles. You figure something out and it starts working out fully for you. In fact, that's the angel from the Lover's card. So I feel like a relationship at the beginning of the month could seem toxic, but very solid and respectful towards the end or sometime during the month. Which means you or the other person is going to hermit, look within, do some healing work, and come out with a solid solution towards the whole situation, like how they should deal with themselves internally first, what sort of thing is needed for this relationship to heal itself and become solid. And that's definitely happening this month. This is either you or the other person. I'm so inclined to say that it's you because of the Isa rune in the first house. Like, even if it's the other person who's hurting you and they need to look within, in that time, you're also going to be going within. And you are going to be making some important analysis towards who you are as a person, what you accept, what you don't. You're also thinking about this deeply and you're really healing. In either case, it looks like both these two people are going to be changing this month, you and this other person. And I believe that both of you are going to find out who you really are as opposed to who you two thought you were. So it's kind of like you're not... The advice would usually be, if you see someone dealing in a toxic way, stay away from them. While this advice is there for a reason, right? It looks like you fall under the category of that 1%. Or I don't know. I'm not an expert. I don't know how much this is accurate, right? But you fall under the few people who don't mean to be bad, whether it's you or this person. It's just a matter of awakening with the Hanged Man, realizing something, that you two didn't realize before. So I feel like you are becoming more of yourselves this month, you and your partner, you and your friend, or whoever this is representing here. And I will try to get more information. There's a card that was left out. I think this will give us some details on who this person is in your life, because you could be wondering. And you really find out yourselves first house. That's the most important thing. Find out about who you guys really are first. And then you will really surprise each other about who you really are. So yeah, that's what's happening this month. It begins with something super painful that leads to deep thought, deep reflection, discovering what the issue is within and without, and making something solid here. And there's the angel of the Lovers card, making better choices, but also it talks about your relationship becoming strong and solid. Yeah, so who is this person? Queen of Wands and the Empress. Well, this person is a very important person in your life. This is the Empress. This is someone who you really love. Could be your mother with the Empress, but it doesn't have to be. It could be your child. It could be your partner. It could be a friend. In any case, with the Empress, this is someone you really love. Yeah, I can't help think mother, children or something, but it doesn't have to be again. Partner. Parent, it doesn't have to be mother. It could be a parent. Queen of Wands, they play a major role in your life for sure. They don't have a small role with the Queen of Wands. They're kind of almost a highlight in your day, or one of the highlights even in your life with the Queen of Wands. You can't miss them. If you tell your story, they're going to be part of the story, you say. Pomegranates, this issue is going to come out of nowhere, but it's suddenly going to match all of the other arrows. Like you're suddenly going to go, this is a pattern. Like this is a pattern here. It didn't come out of nowhere, because remember this time when this happened, and remember this time and this time and that time. No, come on, there's a pattern here, and this is not okay anymore. So that's what's going on. This person plays an integral role in your life. Right, so that is what I see with this whole reflection. And I want to tell you something so surprising. I don't know how, but it does look like your deep reflections that will be triggered by this person will also lead to better health, better body, better looks even, because it's connected to the second house. We can't miss that part. So how is that going to happen? Knight of Pentacles. I'm getting a crazy vision, something about a blood test. So maybe, well, I'll tell you my crazy idea, because I'm like pausing to try to make sense out of it. I'm going to tell you the crazy idea and then see how it's going to connect. The crazy idea is somehow this led to a blood test. And maybe you're going to realize there's a missing mineral, missing vitamin or something, and you're gonna go, oh, well, I should supplement with the Knight of Pentacles. Take supplemented every day, and it's gonna lead to you being healthy. So something about your reflections and what's going to happen with this person. Maybe you're gonna feel dizzy, maybe. So you go and have a checkup, and the doctor looks at your tests. The doctor's like, I need some tests. You go and you do these tests, you come back, and the doctor's like, oh, did you know that you really need to, you have severe severe lack of vitamin D, or you have an iron situation, you have this, you need to supplement. Are you feeling this and this and that? And you're like, oh my God, yeah, that's exactly how I feel. So your doctor tells you to supplement. So I don't know how your reflections are going to lead to blood tests that will lead to better health, but it looks like this is what's happening. Maybe as you reflect, you say things like, I always feel tired because of the arguments that we have. And then your partner says, you know, I did actually notice you're always tired lately. Maybe you should go and check up. So you go and check up and it's, I don't know, like a missing vitamin, and you're doing much, much better. So there's definitely this aspect there. And that's why they are connected. Maybe even if it's just a little bit, but this whole reflective situation will lead to some form of blood test, or maybe blood flow, better blood flow. Maybe as you reflect, you go out on walks or you go out on a run and you think, you know, from now on, I feel so much better when I go out on walks and runs. And that leads to better blood flow. And overall, it makes you feel fresher and younger and healthier. So that's also there. These two are definitely connected, my dear pile number 2. Very, very interesting. All right, last but not least, let's get more information on the Big Bang that you might be hearing about in your outside world, where you'll be safe, just so you're prepared and ready. So, of course, what better card to explain it? You've got the 5 of Wands in the background of the 5 of Swords. You know, there's something about wind here. I could be right with the wind. Anyways, you've got the Death card. Yeah, Knight of Swords. Well, how do I say this? You're going to be hearing about either a natural, what is it called? Natural disaster, perhaps? Or natural, I think it's called natural disaster. It's a natural situation. Or with the 5 of Wands and the 5 of Swords, this is like, how can I say it? Opposition? Yeah. Argument, fight. Fight is the best way to say it. Looks like a fight. It might... yeah. It's either like something natural or some fight. Might be heavy to hear, but your reading is letting you know that you're safe. So, you know, pray for the world to be a better place. Be there as much as you can, but mentally, and you must stay in your center and in your peace. You know how, like in the airplane, they say, always put your mask on first. So make sure you take care of yourself first, of course. But also speak your truth with the Knight of Swords. Speak your truth, but keep yourself safe, of course. Put on your mask first. Keep yourself safe, but speak your truth. Or Knight of Swords could be, if there's anything you can do to help, do that. But yeah, we asked, and there's the answer. And let's end your reading on a positive note. Any more information regarding the health and the wealth that we see in your reading? Lovely. Thank you so much. You've got the Strength card and you've got the 7 of Wands. Thank you for always bringing clarity, tarot cards. So you can see that you've been carrying something heavy for so long. Maybe this was lack of ideas, or you just lack of not knowing what to do. And it's turning to great bliss. You're going to be very happy in that aspect this month. I feel like you didn't have access to something before that was there to protect you from something evil here. It was for you, not against you. I do see that you were really waiting patiently with the 7 of Pentacles. You had a lot of challenges, and this is the divine time when you get access to wealth and being happy. That there's the Empress right there. And your reading is just saying, yes, it was heavy on you. You had to be patient. It was slow, but this was really all to protect you from something evil. And it's almost like this evil is not there anymore. And go ahead, enjoy the import of wealth and health that is happening in your life. And my dear pile number 2, this is exactly what I see in your reading. Now is the time when things are going to be flowing for you. It's not going to be so stuck anymore. It's just going to flow. And it didn't flow before, maybe because you needed to figure something out, or it was protecting you from something that could have otherwise gone wrong. But this is the time when it's meant to happen. This was your reading, my dear pile number 2. I truly hope you've enjoyed it. If you have, please give me a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel so that you never miss a reading that I upload. And my dear pile number 3, I'll catch you in the next reading. Bye. Hi, pile number 3. Welcome to your reading. As you know, today we're taking a look at your November 2025 predictions. And these are the decks that I'll be using for your reading today. If you're interested in knowing the names of any of them, you'll find that I always list them below for you guys. But very quickly, let me introduce your pile to you. Your crystal is the beautiful Bumblebee Jasper. And if you've picked your pile using your zodiac signs, then in that case, the signs for this pile are Aquarius, Pisces, as well as Taurus. Welcome to reading. If these are not your signs, please don't worry about it. It's just another way for others to pick their piles as well. Whoa, we've got one right away, right there. And there's a split in the deck, which makes me think, should I take this or this? I think I'm going to go for this. All right, so as you know, with the monthly readings, I always pull out an empty chart of astrological houses and I cast some runes right onto the chart to get an accurate and detailed reading of your month. So let's get ahead and do that. What should pile number 3 expect in their month of November, please? Whoa, we've got some general energy here. And let's go. 1, 2, 3. Wonderful. Let's take out the ones that are not touching the chart. And let's see what the general energy is. I'm very curious. Whoa! You've got the Pehu rune as your general energy. That is amazing. All right, let's check out the rest of your chart. You've got 3 runes in the 11th house. My goodness. So you've got the rune of the Berkana, right? You've got the Raido rune between the 11th and the 12th. Then you've got the Uruz rune between the 11th, 12th, and 1st house. Wow. Let's keep it the way it was. Just like that, touching the 3 houses equally. What is going on? Right, in the 6th house, you've got the Ewaz rune or Yewaz rune. In the 4th house, you've got the Kanaz rune. And in the 3rd house, ooh, you've got the Peroth rune. Perhaps these are connected. Okay, very exciting. Let's pull out your chart carefully. And place it here. And take a look at your oracle cards. Right. So, right off the bat, that's your first card. You've got Mars in Sagittarius with domination. Okay. I got a crazy idea looking at this card and looking at your 11th house. I'll share it with you in a moment, but let's take a look at the rest of your cards. You've got Mercury in Sagittarius with discovery. Oh, I think like there's an idea that's being built as I'm looking at your cards, which again, I will share in a moment. I just want to be patient, that's all. You've got knew it. Okay. So deep fake. And the keywords are convincing lies, altered truths, virtual conception. Seeing is no longer believing. And you've got small town. Oh my God. Like the idea that I got is like the vision that I got is real. All right. So I had an idea and this tiny vision, and I'll tell you what the tiny vision is. Then you've got honesty. Wow. Under the category of professional quality. And I'm surprised because something is deeply fake here and something is the opposite. Very honest. And the keywords are frankness, integrity, truth, loyalty, probity, morality. Wonderful. Okay, let's shuffle your tarot cards, and in this way we'll have a complete picture of the energies playing out in your month of November. So you've got the Lover's card. The Queen of Swords. Which is honesty and truth, you know? Anyways, Three of Swords. Perhaps this is why you've got protection in the 6th house. Okay, I think it's coming together. And you've got the King of Pentacles, which is the money aspect has been following everyone in today's reading in the month of November. Okay, so what am I seeing? What am I seeing for you this month? I'm seeing something so interesting. Let me tell you about the vision and the idea that I got. I got this weird idea that people didn't know you until something happened or until you stood up for yourself. And there's something about you taking action with regards to a bad situation or a malicious person, and it makes you a leader within your community or your group. That's the vision plus the idea that I got looking at this card. And when this card came out, it's just so when I saw this card, I got the idea of the leader. Like I saw a vision of someone becoming a leader. This comes out and it starts coming as an idea of you doing something. Then the real you appears and you become a leader or like a hero maybe in your community. Especially when small town came out, I was like, yeah, it's like in your small bubble. So what are we seeing? We're seeing a new beginning within your community, the 11th house. It's a new journey, a new beginning. Both are saying the same thing. And the Uruz rune in that area signifies that there's strength in that area. So if I were to put your cards together, there's something about someone who was intending to hurt you in the community. So community is like, it could be a group, your group of friends, you and your colleagues. It could be you and your family members, something like that, right? Just to name a few. So there was someone who was trying with deep fake to disfigure how you look in front of your community. They were trying to make a lot of lies about you, make up a lot of things about you. So discovery here shows that something is going to happen, or you're going to take action with domination here. You're going to take some form of action that will shed a new light on you. First of all, people are going to think, oh my God, the lies that this person was saying or these people were saying about pile number 3 turned out to be so untrue. They were trying to ruin the way this person looks when this person is in fact honest. You see people reaching out their hands and picking and going, hey, would you come back or hang out with us again, or we believe you, something like that. Queen of Swords, honesty. You come across as honest. And the reason I paused with this Queen of Swords is like she's getting back her crown, you know. So Honor is being given to you back again. People are going, oh my God, we really misunderstood pile number 3. We believed the lies about them. This person or these people were lying about them. This is not the truth. In fact, this is a person of high ethics and morality. In your small community, people are like extending their hands again, saying, hey, we want to be there for you. Would you forgive us, or would you allow us to help you or something? Allow us to extend our hand, like apologizing. And they see you do something bold. So where is the boldness? They see you do something bold. What you're doing with the Yewaz rune here, is that it seems like you protect yourself from something, because that's what the Yewaz rune is. It's protection, right? But it's also resilience. So you protect yourself in a way that they did not expect. You take an action that makes you a hero, it seems, from this person. Let's find out. What are you going to do? And stability, a lot of light in the 4th house, which is your stability and safety. A lot of stability and safety finds its way back to you. Oh, and it looks like with the Peroth rune in the 3rd house that you're about to say some things that are fated. What you're about to say is fated. Your soul knows that at some point you're going to find your truth. It could be like the opening even of your throat chakra. You're going to say your truth. And this is the month that you're going to say your truth. It is fated. You can't escape it. That rhymes. It's fated. You can't escape it. But yeah, this month you're going to be saying something powerful. What is going on here? Let's find out. Here. What is going on? Very powerful month. And you see, people shift their beliefs about you. They're strong, even like almost religious beliefs about you. People shift their beliefs about you here. They switch to the other side, which is you, in the same obsessive way almost that they did against you. So, what's the story here? Knight of Wands. The hidden, the devil card. The lies, the deception, the hidden. It's almost like someone got you under their power through lies. They were able to only have control of you through the manipulation of your image. And not just that, there's another chain, and through people's belief of that story. So they thought that, oh my God, I'm so strong, I'm so smart. But they only had this because 2 sides gave this person this control. A side that didn't speak up, which you're doing now, and a side that let go of their analysis and their own intuition, their own thinking process to someone. This is the only reason this person had this type of control. And we've got the Knight of Cups. Again, do you see someone's giving you something back with honor, honoring you back? That's definitely here. Knight of Cups showing love and admiration, enamor. So let's start with these. The situation, Knight of Wands. It looks like someone had a strong desire for something. And you were standing in their way of getting their desire. Maybe you're the subject. Maybe they desire you. Who knows? I don't know. But they have this great desire. And in order to achieve this desire, which is with the Devil card all about the ego, like I want this, or I want to be that, or I want to be seen like this, or maybe this is jealousy. Desire plus devil could be jealousy. So maybe they were jealous of how amazing maybe you are, and they wanted your image, so they disrupt yours in order to appear better. Who knows? Or maybe this is someone who's desiring you. You don't want them, so they ruin your image so that people bash you. It could really be many things. It could be a plethora of things, really, if you think about it. But at the end of the day, that's the root energy of it all. Someone desiring something, and in order for it to work out for them, they lied. They're the fake ones. They're the deeply fake ones. They made a lot of lies, convincing lies. They altered truths. They changed people's perception about you. And people believed it. And you weren't speaking up either. Which maybe you were like, didn't want to make a big deal at the beginning. Not blaming you here at all. Perhaps you just didn't want to make a big deal out of something. Maybe they're not that important to you. Or maybe you didn't realize how much they can disrupt your image. Maybe you're not about war, you know. Maybe the whole thing doesn't matter to you. You, them, and the people that are convinced. So, in any case, this is the only reason, is what I'm trying to say, that this person got away with what they did. So it looks like people are honoring you back. So what happens here all of a sudden? It begins with people honoring you back? No, it begins with you riding your horse and people honoring you for it. You taking back your position, because there are two knights here. They were fighting with fire. You're fighting with grace and elegance and class, but you are taking action now. So although you're not playing their, let's say, dirty war, you are still taking action. You're doing it in a graceful, elegant way with the Knight of Cups, but you're taking action. And people are loving you for it. They're like, do you see how pile number 3 responded back? They didn't even respond in this way. Do you see how strong they are? It really speaks of their morals, their ethical standards. It speaks volumes about them. So that's the dynamics that's going on there, as opposed to what was going on there. So let's get more information about what you're going to do, which is reserved in these 3 cards. We're seeing what everyone else is doing here. And here we're taking a look at what you're about to do, which is the fated event in the 3rd house. How you're speaking up for yourself. How you're communicating for yourself. And you know, throat chakra doesn't have to be communicating specifically through the throat. The throat chakra is about expression, whether it's about your art or your creative ideas, how you dress. All of this is throat chakra. So it's just about how you expressed yourself. It doesn't always have to be the words. So let's see how you are expressing yourself this month. Wow, King of Swords. You're like, give me that back. yeah, give me that back. All right, King of Swords. It's like you're so powerful. Hold up. It's like you're so powerful. You were just patient. You weren't taking action. But then something here makes you take action. Maybe it's like, what? Okay, let me take this back. Yeah, I got this. You got Temperance. Okay. Wow. It definitely gives off the energy of someone who's graceful, elegant, and they're calmly getting all in, doing something, taking action. But they're calm and graceful. Wow. Wow. Pile number 3, you've got that powerful, calm, poised elegance to you. Exactly. Hierophant. Okay, so Hierophant and King of Swords. It seems like this is how you're doing it, right? Yeah. So the way you're doing this is through informing others with calmness. You're speaking to others with intelligence and reason. So in a calm manner, without shouting or fighting or hitting under the table or doing whatever was happening here. You're like, no. This is not possible because this and this should happen if for this and this to happen. And not only does that not make sense, but this doesn't make sense. Also, this doesn't make sense because of this and this and this. And don't forget that this and this happened. So you're putting all the facts together calmly, intelligently, and strategically. You're taking your time to do that. You're not rushing. You're not anxious. You're not trying to fight back. You're not triggered. You're calmly going all in after not being in at all, and getting all in and going, right, I didn't want to deal with the situation because it was very silly, but it seems like things are blowing out of proportion now. So I think it needs to be addressed. So this, that, you're filling that right side of the cup, left side of the cup. You're filling people's minds with truth. You're doing it with a lot of integrity. You're doing it with a lot of clarity, but with a lot of strategy. I feel like you're a very intelligent person, also well-informed and well-educated. And this person doesn't stand a chance with you here. And you're doing something along the lines of addressing this once and for all. So that's the protection here that we're seeing. And I think it's falling in the 6th house. It makes sense now. 6th house is the house of details. This is Virgo, right? So you're breaking things down. You're protecting yourself by breaking things into detail, because the devil's in the detail. Meaning in your reading, meaning that you will find the devil, like I'm only translating it literally as per the reading, not what it actually means. You're finding the mistakes in the details. And so once you get into the details of the situation, how is this possible when Monday, the, 13th, it was raining? It wasn't sunny. How would that make sense? Obviously, this doesn't make sense, and the story is not playing out. It doesn't make sense. Like, didn't you say you graduated during that year? How did you already have 5 years of experience? So you're really breaking things down for everyone. You're like, I didn't want to talk about this, but you're forcing me now to bring out details that I don't think you wanted anyone to know. But since you're playing that game, I think I'm gonna say the truth that I've been withholding for this long. So this doesn't make sense because of the year, because of the weather, because of this detail, and because of that detail. And you're taking your time to fill the cup. You're leaving no room for lies, for others to fill in their gaps, for suggestions, things like, oh, but that could have happened and this could have happened. I think you're like filling every detail. You're leaving no thing unturned, no cup unturned. You're leaving no cup unturned. And it's gonna be super healing with temperance. It's really gonna alchemize this whole situation, because for a while this person felt like they had control. Your image was starting to get truly disrupted, and I feel like you're leaving no room here for any misconceptions, misideas. You're giving all the details and exposing this person once and for all. So why is this fated though? This must be like a big situation in your life. Why is this fated? 5 of Cups. This is fated because in an ancient time before, in a past life, you continued to give your back on what you thought was silly. Oh, it's just a cat, metaphorically speaking. Oh, it's just a cat. And one day, this cat dropped or broke something important to you that broke your heart. And you looked back thinking, oh my God, I think I'm bigger, better, or something. And because I totally gave my back or didn't pay much attention, because I didn't care about whatever this person is doing, that I actually lost something. So it looks like you wanted to heal that in this lifetime, like one lifetime and another. In another time, it seems like you wanted to, like you something important was dropped. Like maybe a child, you know, you could have lost a child because you weren't paying attention. You're like, oh, this person is silly. Or you could have lost the throne, or you could have lost your wealth. You lost something dear and important to you. And you like went back and looked, oh, how can something so small actually ruin something for me? So it looks like in this lifetime, they were ruining your reputation here. And although you don't care, which is wonderful that you're not triggered, that's an amazing thing, not taking action at all is also extreme. So while you're not engaged, like with war, which is one end, one extreme, not taking action at all is also another extreme. And it looks like in this lifetime, you were meant to wake up to that power to find balance. That's why you have the temperance, to find balance of being nonchalant, like not letting things bother you, but at the same time, you gotta awaken your throat chakra. I feel like if your throat chakra was awakened, you would have this balance, which means that this whole thing was not meant for you to relive it, but more so to awaken your throat chakra, third house, and Mercury. So yeah, awaken, like Mercury and Sagittarius, that's definitely speaking up. That's definitely speaking up. So yeah, I feel like you are almost healing, opening your throat chakra right at the precipice of something nasty that was going to happen. So I feel like you realize, oh my God, is this about to happen? Is this person about to do this to me? So you stand up, you speak up, and you're like, give me that. Speaking or intelligence is your thing. You're like, give me that. So, or you give me that because you're in the right. You just weren't speaking up. That's why it's so easy for you. You've been on the honest side. You're like, really? Okay, well, let me say what I gotta say. And I feel like you're educating others, letting them know about everything that happens, and that's what's going to save you. And from the very beginning, remember when I told you, it's like you're a hero to this group of people. Suddenly a new beginning happens, and there is vitality, a strength in this connection between you and others. I feel like they switch sides, switch beliefs, and they deem this other person as super fake. They apologize to you. They ask you again to forgive them. They honor you, and they seems like they too protect you from any more hits at you. They protect you from any more hits at you. And yeah, it looks with the King of Pentacles that you are gonna have a lot of, I want to say, worth. King of Pentacles, you're gonna have a lot of worth in this community for sure. Now we've got the Uruz rune in the 12th house and also in the first house. So I would say that this situation, we do know that it was fated. It's important because it opens up a pathway. It opens up a door for you to go through that is super aligned with your 12th house, with your mission, your soul mission here. So that's just the beginning of you speaking up. It opens up a door. Perhaps within this group of people lies an opportunity that your soul wouldn't give it to you until you found your power. It was all planned for you to get this opportunity once you find or open up your throat chakra, heal, awaken your throat chakra. So with this group of people this month also, a new opportunity opens up. So you meet again with these group of people. You all make up. You talk about what happened. They're totally on your side, and maybe through conversation and catching up and everything. You find out about someone doing something and you go, oh, you do that? I was always looking for a way to, I don't know, get into this industry or learn about that or offer this to these people. And they're like, yeah, I mean, I talk to them all the time. Or I can teach you that. I'm there all the time. And you're like, what? I would love that. Thank you so much. And they take you in. So a big, massive opportunity opens up through these people. That's why I've got the new journey and it's connected to the 12th house. A new path opens up through these people. The strong connection that you're going to be building with these, or rebuilding rather, with these people because of what happened. And with the Uruz rune in the first house, it totally helps you with your confidence. This whole situation, you fighting for yourself, fighting and speaking up, and getting into this new opportunity, which you will find out during the month, gives you your self-confidence back. You're like, oh, I always thought I couldn't do this, but look at me, I can do that. So you find out about yourself, you believe more in yourself, about who you really are, who you truly are all along. You just weren't connected to that. So yeah, there's a lot of self-confidence because it's the first house and the Uruz rune is the rune of vitality and strength. So I believe there's a strong sense of self. You believe more in yourself, a lot of self-belief, a lot of self-confidence is happening this month because of this whole situation. It looks like the new path that you're getting into, my dear pile number 3, is full of abundance for you with the King of Pentacles. So it's a new path that is very abundant. A new path that, what's the word I'm looking for? I don't know. It's not profitable. Of course it's profitable. Very profitable for sure. Lucrative, profitable is what I'm seeing. A new path. And this path will save you financially from other things that could have affected you or hurt you financially later on in your future. Not now, that are not hurting you now, but could have hurt you. So it saves you from all of the financial maybe hardships that you could have gone through in the future. So amazing path, big story. Your reputation is back intact and somebody else is paying for what they've done. And that's exactly what I see here, or at least they're paying for it in terms of the false reputation that they were building for themselves that is about to come down this month. And my dear pile number 3, this is exactly what I see in your reading when it comes to what you can expect in your month of November. I truly hope you've enjoyed it. If you have, please give me a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel so that you never miss a reading that I upload. And my dear pile number 3, I'll catch you in the next reading. Bye. Hi, pile number 4. Welcome to your reading. As you know, today we're taking a look at your November 2025 predictions. Can't wait to get into your reading. These are the decks that I'll be using. Oh, look, there's a split in my hand. I don't know if you can see it. So I'm going to take this card. These are the decks that I'll be using. If you're interested in knowing the names of any of them, as we're doing your reading, you'll find that I always list them below for you guys. But very quickly, let me introduce your pile to you. Your crystal is the beautiful rainbow aura quartz. And if you've picked your pile using your zodiac signs, then in that case, the signs for this pile are Scorpio, Aries, as well as Virgo. Welcome to your reading. If these are not your signs, please don't worry about it. It's just another way for others to pick their piles as well. Okay, let's get straight into it. As you know, every month I pull out an empty chart of astrological houses in which I cast some runes on in order to get a more accurate and detailed reading of your month, of what you can expect. All right, so what can pile number 4 expect in their month of November 2025, please? 1, 2, 3. Wonderful. All right, let's take the ones that didn't make it to the chart out and let's see what you've got. So we've got a lot of focused energy between the 8th house and the 10th house in these 3 houses. So in the 10th house, you've got the Berkana rune as well as the Wunyo rune. Amazing. Okay. In the 8th house, which the rest of the runes are in, you've got that blank rune. You've got the Ansu's rune, and you've got the Hagalaz rune. There was another pile that got the Hagalaz rune in the 8th house. I think it was pile number 2. Yeah. So if you're drawn to pile number 2, I highly recommend it for you. But let's see the rest of your cards. Let's see what you have. And we'll place this one here. All right. We'll take a look at your oracle cards first before we expand with your tarot cards. All right. So you've got the Enneagram scattering under the category of blockage. And the keywords are multiple projects, disorganization, lightness, inconsistency, influx of ideas, as well as unfinished projects. Okay. Let's keep your card here. You've got cuffing season. Temporary relationships, seasonal companionship, short-term warmth until spring. Okay. You've got computer. Okay. You also have Venus in Scorpio with secrets. There's a highlight on December the 25th, of course, but I just wanted to point that out to you. And you've got Mercury in Pisces with inspiration. So maybe something's happening around Christmas time that's significant to your month of November. We'll find out. Okay, so let's bring your chart down a bit so we have space for your tarot cards. And you've got the Two of Pentacles with moment to moment. I feel like this month you're taking things easy. You're a pile that's really enjoying life, I believe. Yeah, taking it easy, taking it slow. You're not rushing into anything. You've got, wow, 10 of Cups with harmony. Lovely. Page of Pentacles with adventure. It's looking amazing. Wow, 6 of Wands with success. And Queen of Swords with morality. So, what are we seeing this month? The Ansu's rune. There is like a divine eruption causing a new beginning that's going to transform your whole life in the month of November. It's funny that this is happening because really I am seeing that with you, you're really taking it easy. But if I were to look at it, you've got scattering here. So I almost feel, just like this card as well, actually, that things around you are maybe a bit chaotic, but you're in harmony. You're enjoying your life. You're taking it easy. Exactly like what's happening in your reading right now. We have a neighbor who has this very loud, obnoxious music. And I'm just worried you can't focus on the reading because of it. But we're doing your reading anyway. right? We're taking it easy and we're doing your reading. So I feel like it's the energy is mimicking your month. Something about things happening in your outer world, like there's a loud noise, things are happening, scattering, things are just happening. But when it comes to you, you're taking it easy in your inner world. You're not paying that much attention to it. You are enjoying your time with your loved ones at home, it seems. You're taking it easy for sure. That's why I've got the transformation. You can observe that there are major changes happening in your outside world, but somehow it's not affecting you at all. You're like taking it easy. You're letting things happen on the outside. Scattering, noise, celebration, loud noise. And you're just taking it easy. You can feel that massive transformation, but you're taking it easy. In fact, it looks to me like you're not just having fun, but you're planning on a new beginning in your work or your career or goals. Because you've got the Berkana rune, which is the rune of birth, new beginning, something new beginning, but has the potential of prosperity, like fertility, fertile land with the Berkana. And the Wunyu rune is the rune of bliss. So something happens this month for you. So imagine it this way. 3 aspects are happening in your month. A lot of chaos on the outside. You're calm and you're enjoying your inner world. You're dancing. You're taking it easy. And something also inspires you to create a new project this month. My dear pile number 4, you're like, I'm so inspired to do this project. It seems like you'll be working on your computer to make that project happen, and you're so excited about it. So what does secrets signify? We'll find out together. What does secrets signify? What is this new project that you're going to be very happy about, excited about? We're also going to explore that outside chaos and why you are choosing to enjoy your world. Is this like a decision, or you're not? Is it that you're not worried? Is it that you've revealed the secrets, that's why you're not worried? I don't know. And there's a split in the deck. Let's keep it here. And where do we begin? I asked a lot of questions. Let's ask, what's first happening on your outside world? What is this destructive sort of transformative energy that's leading to a new page? What is going on? So you've got politics. Who would have guessed? 7 of Swords. Right. You've got the Ace of Swords with consciousness. There's something about people finding the truth. That's why there's secrets. So it could be the politics of your country. It could be the politics of your company. It could even be the political environment in your family. I mean, it's going to differ from one person to the other listening to the reading, really. Everything is politics, isn't it? But for the most part, it looks like there are secrets being revealed, and people are becoming more and more aware this month of the lies, the manipulation, the masks, what was pretending to happen versus what is actually happening behind the scenes. And the secrets are being revealed. So perhaps the outside noise is something that you're enjoying, because it's not noise of something bad in particular. It's actually the noise of revelation. You're like, it's a season where you're cuffing up with your family members, and you're listening to all of these secrets coming out, and you're almost feeling like you're happy, because you're happy that people are becoming conscious of what's going on. The secrets are coming out, and that may not be pleasant, what's hidden. But the pleasant part, of course, is the fact that no more lies, right? There are no more lies, and things are being dealt with, right? So that's why you're feeling great. Let's get more information about that. Oh, and there's a cleanse, a massive cleanse with the Queen of Cups and receptivity. This is amazing. So this is why it's leading to a new beginning, and it's divine with the Ansu's rune. This is something divine. So you feel like there's a bigger hand at play here, revealing the secrets. There's the Buddha, there is Ansu's rune that has to do with divine and Odin, right? So there's a higher power is what I'm trying to say at play, and it's revealing secrets. People are becoming more and more aware, maybe like computer secrets, like CDs, you know, like files are being revealed, and more people are becoming conscious of that. I feel like it's creating an overall cleanse in society, or in your company, or in your family, right? Depending on how this is speaking to you, of course. So yeah, it's allowing many people to receive their rights, for things to fall back into place, for massive healing with the Queen of Cups. Yeah, massive cleansing to happen. The structure, the DNA, the structure and the foundation of things are realigning now. They must now realign in their proper form. No more games, no more plays. And I feel like you're being very happy with that. What was once scattered and people couldn't put the pictures together, the patterns together, now the patterns are clear, they're not scattered. The inconsistencies are clear. Like there's a higher power holding it all together, making everything so clear. And it's leading to a massive transformation and a massive new beginning for everyone involved in this situation. Wow. Okay, so that's why you are very happy about it. And it looks like something is going to happen around Christmas time. I don't know what, but we can always check. Why is this date highlighted for pile number 4, please? Whoa. Knight of Wands with intensity. Wow. King of Cups with control. Regain quickly, something quickly regaining control. Wow. And the Five of Wands with totality. Something is finally, a struggle is ending. And there's more trust. Do you see? There's more trust now. So if I were to translate this, it looks to me like by Christmas time, there's new leadership in this situation. And like if this is your company, there's a new manager. If this is your like society, friends, family, there's a new leader here that's leading this situation after the corruption has been discovered. The games have been discovered. This leader is now in control and more straightforward with the Knight of Wands, fulfilling desires. And it's trustworthy. Do you see? The first thing we saw was trust. Completing, totality, ending a struggle with the Five of Wands. So it looks like this political game was causing everyone a struggle. Like, for example, this could be a corrupt manager that was taking money instead of distributing the rights of shares or profits or bonuses maybe to employees. And now that this is out of the way, things... everyone's getting their rights. That seems to come very strong every time we look at this situation. So it's great news. You guys are very happy. As the secrets come out, automatically it seems like things are ending and the rights are coming back. Yeah, that is what I'm seeing with regards to this outside situation. But it's definitely going to create some loud noise, a big bang, just like in your pile with the loud noise in the background. Everybody's going to be talking and talking and talking about it, it seems. Okay, so what I want to explore here is that new beginning. But before we do that, actually, yeah, that's probably why everyone's celebrating the win. Yay! The corruption is out in our company or in our city or whatever, in our home. The corruption is over. We win. And it looks like, doesn't it look like jail a little bit? So it doesn't have to be jail, but it looks like there is consequences to this corruption for sure. Yeah, Queen of Swords, like the right justice, the right thing's gonna happen. As the truth comes out with the Queen of Swords, the right thing is done also with this Queen of Swords. Yeah. So massive consequences, massive consequences. So I wanted to explore, before we look at your new beginning, which is a powerful thing here, I wanted to explore, my dear pile number 4, what you're doing this month, because it looks like you're really taking it easy. You're enjoying the month very much. It looks like a slow month in your pile. So what's up with that? Does it mean that you won't be going to work? Maybe you're not working. Does it mean less responsibilities? What's going on here? Oh, nice. So you've got the 9 of Pentacles with ripeness. Wonderful. You've got the Emperor with the Rebel. I'm glad I asked. Oh, exhaustion. And you've got the 9 of Wands with exhaustion. I mean, with every card, things becomes clearer. It looks to me with the Emperor here that you've built something strong, an empire, right? So this could be a great career. This could be a great business. This could be, you could be like a student and you're just graduating or something. And it looks to me like you're exhausted with the 9 of Wands. You've been pushing through. There's something to do with computers. Maybe you're a computer programmer. It doesn't have to be, of course. But there's something that has to do with computers here. But in any ways, it looks, oh, maybe you work in AI, computers, AI, machines. What is it called? Anyways, yeah, something like that. And you're exhausted. It looks like this month you're exhausted. And the crazy part is the heavy metal chains around you are breaking this month. I almost feel like you've gone somewhere great in your career, in your studies, like you've hit a milestone maybe in your business, in your career, in your studies, and it gives you a bit of space this month, maybe from now up until December. That is awesome. You are enjoying the fruits of your labor. There's something about you taking it easy. Maybe with the Page of Pentacles and this 10. Oh, I get it. I now understand what's going on. So it's not like you're being irresponsible and going, oh, I've gone a long way. I'm going to enjoy the fruits of my labor. Not that this is irresponsible. That's like our goal, all of us. Don't get me wrong. No, I mean, I meant to say it's not like you going, that's it, I'm done, I'm exhausted, which is absolutely okay. Again, don't get me wrong. But what I've just discovered is that there's a new beginning here with the 10 of Pentacles, 10th house, I'm sorry, too much tarot, with the 10th house. And you're so excited about this blissful new beginning. So it almost feels to me like you're in between phases this month, the month of November. You know you're soon going to start something and you're leaving something behind. So you've decided that in this between time, you're really going to take it easy and enjoy this in between time. So if you're a student and you just graduated, you're like, oh, I'm not going to apply for jobs now. I've been my whole life up until this point moving quickly. So I just want to take a 2 months breather to just breathe before I start the process of applying for a job. Or maybe here you're about to begin a new job and you're leaving behind your old job and you're like, oh, I need the few weeks that I have to just relax. If you have your business, perhaps you just made some good money and you're like, oh, I'm just gonna like take a breather, live from my savings or something and begin the next month. There's something like that here. And maybe you're deciding to take the holidays for yourself. Up until now, from November to December is all of the holidays like Thanksgiving, Christmas, maybe all of that time. Maybe you're going to take it easy. It looks like that in this pile for sure, for whatever reason. I mean, maybe the reasons I'm giving aren't it. But for whatever reason, you will find that in your month of November, sometime around November, you're just enjoying your time. You're taking it easy, taking it slow. You are engaging with inspiration in the Page of Pentacles in things that you enjoy. You're letting go of the old, it looks like, because you know with the ripeness and the 9 of Pentacles that you have access to a unique new beginning. So this doesn't mean that it's just an inspiration that you got, so you're just going to start a new beginning, which is true, of course, but it means specifically that the phase that you are in right now and the amount of growth that you're in allows you, gives you access to a new beginning that you now can have. So because you have that access and you're inspired to do it, it looks to me like in the month of November, you're like, I worked hard for this new beginning. I get to have this new beginning. And so I'm going to take a little break, and then I'm going to get into this exciting new beginning that awaits me. I feel like this new beginning is a privilege. You only get to have this new beginning because of the ripeness, because of your previous hard work. So for example, let's say you've worked in your career, you've built a good name, everybody knows about you, you get to now be a consultant. So that's the privilege. You get to do that because you have that name. And so before you begin your consultancy company, you're taking a few weeks off, right? Let's say you already have built that name, you have clients that believe in you, so it's all good, and you're taking just a 2 weeks, 3 weeks, something breather, or a month even breather. So that's an example of what this privileged beginning means. Privileged beginning could also be you're getting a new title, a bigger title, and you get to have, like, no rush, you get to have these 2 weeks breather as you're wrapping up the old and starting the new title. You know, you get to have that new beginning. So that's what I mean by a privileged new beginning. For some of you, this is like a new position, a very powerful one that allows you to now use your talents, your light, your skills, everything, experience that you've built to achieve even bigger things, to get to enjoy this position. For some of you, this is students who now to get to have a breather. Maybe if this is your business, then you have your own customers established and you get to create a new product, and you're privileged because you have the customers that love the things that you do. You see, that's what I'm seeing here. And we can always ask, can we get more information about this new beginning, please? Because I see you ending a chapter. I see you've outgrown something. You've outgrown something. Thus, you're not going to be chained by it anymore. And you get to use the fruits of your hard work to begin something new. And you're exhausted. So, yeah, it looks to me like you're dealing a lot with computers. But again, who isn't? I don't know why you have that specific detail. But it's there. Let's get more information. So 4 of Cups with turning in. Maybe you literally work in computers, like not with the computer. Like maybe you work in a computer company or something. Anyways, turning in with the 4 of Cups. Yeah, this month you're just having a vacation, resting. Although this is not the resting card, but I'm just talking about the turning in and the position. You're just resting before you begin something new. But anyways, let's take a look at the details of what this new beginning is. So 4 of Cups turning in. Knight of Pentacles with slowing down. I keep getting you're slowing down, taking a breather. Do you see? Everything in your cards this month is saying that. And the 9 of Swords with sorrow. The 9's here. What's up with that? It talks, I believe, about you finally, slowly but surely leaving behind the things that used to exhaust you and stress you and make you sad. Yeah. So for real, reading the cards in terms of what this new beginning is, I feel like as you're resting this month with the 4 of Cups, 4 of Cups is surprise. You get an idea, an inspiration. You're like, what if I can enjoy the benefits that I have this way? or I can enjoy the new position to do that, or I can, instead of applying for a job in this field, I do that. You know, there's something about you making sense out of everything during the time where you finally rest and recuperate, that will give you, I want to say, a divine idea with the Four of Cups. If you look at the symbolism of the Four of Cups, there is a divine hand handing a cup. So there's almost a divine idea that you pick up on. Something about the minute you tune in and tune into yourself and tune out of the noises that you were connected to in your everyday life. You get access with the Buddha here to consciousness, to this conscious field, and you just get hit by an idea because you were so scattered before. You didn't have the chance to go within and see and hear your own inner voice. So there's something about, as you're slowing down, because that's a big part of the reading, tuning in, slowing down, the Buddha. There's something about going within and being hit by an idea that you can use in this new era of you growing. And there's something about you being super inspired to follow that idea. And maybe computers used to exhaust you, where in this idea, computers are really going to help you. They're going to help organize things for you that are so scattered. And in your free time, you're taking it slow, but there's something with the Knight of Pentacles here. You're like, I'm taking it slow. This is my time off, but I'm so excited about this new idea. That's why it begins in November and not in December. And you go, I'm actually going to start taking small steps towards this idea in my free time. Just tiny with the Knight of Pentacles. Taking it easy, taking it slow. Because it suddenly gives you so much hope about not being sad and stressed and exhausted. Yeah, you begin this adventure this month, and it is going to work out for you, by the way, this month. You're going to be very blessed, and that's what your runes exactly are saying. New beginning that makes you blessed with the new rune. It's the rune of bliss. So right away, you're blessed because it works. Even in the time where you're just starting it out. And it looks like by December 25, by Christmas time, it's even gonna materialize into something meaningful. So what is it gonna materialize into by December? Possibilities with the Two of Wands. I feel like it's gonna move from the area of I'm just trying. Is it going to work? Oop, it's going to work. Now there are possibilities. Let's look at the overall picture and think about this. So let me give you a quick example. Let's say you're a student and you're taking it slow, and you know that in 2 months' time, you're going to start applying for new jobs. But instead, during that time, you're like, I always wanted to be a photographer. Gosh, if I can just be a photographer, that's my dream. What if, I'm just thinking, what if I take a couple of pictures just for fun? So you take these pictures and they turn out to be amazing. So you show it to a few people and they're like, whoa, this is amazing. You should like show it to some experts, or you should really become a photographer or something. So you're like, I don't know, I'm being more and more encouraged to think about this, but of course, this is just for fun. So you continue to take pictures, you show your pictures to everyone, and everyone's like, whoa, you really need to consider this, you're so good. So you're like, nah, whatever, I'm just gonna take pictures, I'm gonna put it on my social media, my personal social media, and that's about it. So you take pictures, you post it on social media because everyone's loving it. And all of a sudden, by Christmas, that page starts garnering a lot of attention. You start getting people who follow you that you don't know, people who are asking you for more, people who are liking your pictures, or maybe this means that out of a crazy idea, although this is not what you were gonna do, you start applying for photography positions, and you get responses back like, hey, we really love your work. And you're like, by Christmas, you're like, hold up, something is working here. I love photography. I've been getting great feedback. My page is working, or I'm getting responses. Things are happening. What if I actually look into this? What if I can do what I love? And that is the translation, my dear pile number 4, of the energies that I'm seeing, of exactly what the Berkana and the Wunyu rune in the 10th house mean for you. That noise that we were discussing on the outside, that's to your favor, that's giving everybody their rights, as well as this new venture. You taking a break off because you can, it seems, and it giving you possibilities during that time off. It almost feels to me like it's divine time off for you. It's meant to happen. So yeah, my dear pile number 4, this is exactly what I see in your month of November. I truly hope you've enjoyed your reading. If you have, please give me a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel so that you never miss a reading that I upload. And my dear pile number 4, I'll catch you in the next reading.